Wow. Okay. I'm hearing, well, first of all, I want to make sure you can see this. Hopefully, my battery's kind of low. You know what? I'm going to take this away for now. I'm just going to do this in case I want to put out more cards. But when I lay it down as a stack, there's a shadow. So I wanted to take away that shadow. It's not as bad now. So, okay. Let me just look at this here. You know, it's interesting with the number three, too. Like we have the three, I'm focusing here on the three pyramids. We've got the three clouds here. We've got the three cups that have been spilt. I really think that some of and this is also very much in my challenge position. There is a situation in terms of love. I feel like you are being pulled in two different directions. Now, for some of you, this may be, do I want to be with the person that I'm with? Or do I want to end that and open the door for something new to come in? Now, for some of you, there may be two opportunities going on here. We have two pages. This is, the beginning of something. And it could be that, especially here with the Seven of Wands, and there may be some type of, you're struggling with the decision in between these two people, or maybe you're struggling with different aspects of yourself when it comes to love, because these don't necessarily have to be people. They can be children, they can be messages, but it's also, the beginning of something new. It can represent, somebody that's a fire sign versus somebody that's a cups, which is you. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But we do have the King of Swords here. There could be a situation involving three people, and that's why the three is significant. There's three people here, or three people to consider. You could be part of the three. There may be children involved, and that's what's making a decision somewhat difficult. And that's why you're feeling this way. Where it's just really difficulty sleeping, intense thoughts and anxiety. And because it's almost like this card's reversed in my challenge position. So I do feel that some of you, it may also be, I think it was this way. I hope it was. Yeah, it was that way. I just was told. It could also, be that there is, because I was getting lack of understanding or communication, or it could be that somebody else is making the decision and it's going to affect you. Like they haven't decided what they want to do. But I feel the three is important. Maybe there's a situation going on with a marriage and there's three children involved. That you have to consider, or that you're considering, what's best for the entire family, for the children, everything like that. Now, for some of you, I do feel with the number three being prevalent, and this doesn't have to be infidelity. It could be that maybe you started dating somebody or seeing somebody, and, you've been seeing them maybe for a while, maybe a year, maybe 3 months, 3 weeks. And all of a sudden, somebody, and it could be two more people come in, or what another person comes in and you feel like, there's more love with this person, or like, the whole package, love, they're more emotional, they're, you're more physically attracted to them. There could be a situation where, they're more of an emotional person, where this relationship is more of a physical relationship. And you just kind of wish that you could merge the two together. And maybe some of you will find that person with the King of Swords. But I feel like you're being pulled. And it's a difficult choice. And for some of you, I think that I'm getting the message that you may be, you might meet this person through work. If you are single and haven't met somebody, you may also meet them like at a wedding, because I feel like there's an announcement of a wedding or an engagement. Could also, I'm picking up like on a baby shower. So, I mean, maybe not so much at a baby shower, but it's possible that you meet somebody. But I feel like there is like, you're attending somebody's celebration. It could be you, and that you introduce one of your friends to somebody at one of these celebrations. Maybe you're the one who finds out that you're pregnant, and you're having a baby shower or an engagement party or a wedding in February, and you play Cupid for two people. But I can't help and ignore this card. I feel like for some of you, it's kind of that there's a decision to make in terms of where do we go from here, saying goodbye. There's a loss of some kind, although on the positive note, I feel like there's a gain. You may not see the gain right away, but I feel like it's going to be there for you when you're ready, if that makes sense. So, this may have been that you lost somebody. It may be that there's been a breakup, or somebody has broken up with you. But I am reminding you to look at these two cups. Sometimes a breakup, even though it may not feel that way, is a blessing in disguise. And that's what I'm getting from this. I'm also picking up writing. I wonder if somebody is writing something, a novel or a book, to get their emotions out about love. I feel like that may be in the process. For some reason, I'm picking up London. So I don't know if somebody is traveling to London and maybe you meet somebody in London. Feel like it's over water, but I'm specifically getting London, or where it I think it rains a lot in London. I don't know. Maybe this is Seattle or Washington. I don't know why I said Seattle, in the United States, or, somewhere just where it's always raining. I don't know why I'm getting that. But then I feel, and maybe it's just sadness and tears is why I'm getting rain. Because there's just been a really difficult breakup, and it's like you don't even want Valentine's Day to come. But I'm being led to say to try and get yourself out there if you have recently broken up. Just even if it's with a bunch of friends, just to get out. Not necessarily to go meet somebody, but to get yourself out there. To take baby steps is another thing that I'm hearing. Taking baby steps may be important. What's going to help you is to talk it out, to write it out, or to communicate with your partner if things have been a struggle, or with your marriage. There may be, with the number 3, a third person that comes in to help communication. So this could be a counselor. This could be a clergy person that comes in, a third party that comes in to kind of, like this could represent you and your spouse or you and your partner. You're on opposite sides, opposite pages. You're struggling. And this is the third person that comes in and clears things up or helps mediate. There may be a mediation, could be around children. It could be that, you've chosen to go your separate ways, but there's going to be somebody that comes in and helps you. But I do feel that for some of you, new love is coming in. So it's deciding that, you are letting go of the past. You're kind of tired of the struggles, even though you've been able to manage it. You are really kind of thinking in February, what is it that I want? And I feel like it's important that you start visualizing and calling in or writing down what it is that you want, kind of like a vision board. And love may be coming in for you in February. But you have to kind of gain clarity so that you don't keep calling in. Like if you find that history's repeating itself or, you're so tired, like every time you meet somebody, it's, like you're meeting the same person, but different body, different name, different face, but they're the same person. What I'm being led to say is that you have to kind of readjust the way that you see yourself, the way that you think of yourself, so that you go to a higher vibrational level and you call in someone that is more uplifting, more positive. But you also have to get there. You can't be like this if you go and meet somebody next week and you haven't resolved this. Chances are you're going to be calling in somebody that's going to make you feel like this again. So you have to kind of gain insight into why you're allowing someone or something to keep happening. Or if somebody is, with their words, maybe they're treating you, they're not saying the nicest things. Or maybe emotionally they're unavailable. Or maybe they're, they drink or party too much. You have to kind of look at why you're picking this type of person. Otherwise, it may keep on happening unless you gain insight. So don't just jump from person to person to person, because you've got to first find what's hurting, and facing the issues. And especially if you're in a marriage right now, or in a relationship that feels like a marriage, like you've been with the person for a while, why are you feeling this way? Now, I am getting for somebody, there's something about a pregnancy. Now, there's definitely very beautiful, positive aspects to it. But I also feel like there may be something involved legally, like a paternity test, like somebody, I don't know, someone's questioning the paternity of a child, and there may be a judge or some kind of legalities involved. So for some of you, very small number, there may be legalities or like a mediator for child custody, child support, that type of thing. Very small number. I'm seeing it more as, what does love mean to you? And maybe you've been hurt so much that you're hesitant in allowing it in. So heal from that. And have a voice. I feel like what's going to help is to express, like, don't fight the tears. Okay? All right. So let's pull a card here from Doreen Virtue's Oracle Romance deck and just see what comes out. I'm getting this card here. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So I feel, and this could be, look at, I'm seeing like this is Cupid. You may have met your true love. And that's why I was picking up a wedding and marriage and children. Their celebration of love. Some of you, though, I feel like that you are deciding what is true love. What does that mean to you? What does that look like? And some of you, it could be that you meet somebody new in February. And that this becomes your true love. But I do have to say, I am focused on this is the romance of a lifetime. Now, when I think, now it does say true love here, like my true love, the romance. Sometimes when I hear the word romance and the way I'm seeing it here, this could be like a whirlwind romance where it's more of, now I don't want to say fly by night, but it could be, like I said, like a whirlwind. Romance does not always last forever. So I'm being told that, if somebody comes in and you meet somebody new in February and they sweep you off your feet, that does not mean that you have to go and rush into this relationship. Take your time, especially if you have just come out of some kind of a breakup or sorrow, or, you're feeling depressed. Because when we're feeling like this and somebody comes in and they could sweep us off our feet, this romance, I'm just telling you what I'm getting. I know what the card says. And what the card says still applies. But what I'm also hearing is go at your own comfortable pace. Don't just, let everything go, because you need to go at a pace that's comfortable for you. Now, if you are comfortable with just, going for it, then do that, because, that's what you're feeling. But I always say, if it's really there, there's no need to rush, or, it's more important to take your time to get to know the person. But I definitely feel that true love is going to be either introduced in February. It may already be taking place. Now, I'm hearing also that for some of you, and I want to turn the card underneath here over, because I feel like some of you may have felt like this other person was your true love. That's another message that I'm getting. And maybe that's why they're there, they're not, like there's a disappearing act. So I feel like true love may be coming in, but if you're still feeling like this, allow the logic, balanced side of you to come in. Like balance your emotions and the passion that you feel. Allow objective, getting a different perspective. I feel like that's going to be important for you. Let me just see here. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So, okay. I'm going with that. And for some of you, you will be meeting somebody very special in February. And that's why I think I was picking up marriage, children. But it's letting go of this pain so that you can meet somebody. you can allow somebody to come through. All right. Well, very exciting. I want to make sure you can see all the cards here. I don't know. I'm getting something about like Greek or Greek mythology, or I think I said this already. You might meet them through work, but I'm getting also through school, like college, or somebody's going back to school. There's something about learning, but I feel like maybe somebody is going to Greece. That's at the Parthenon, or this could also be something like in the United States, where I don't know if this is where laws are made, but I'm feeling like I'm being pulled to kind of government, so maybe somebody is like that has to do with the marriage license and all that, but I'm also being pulled down south in some way, like southern gentlemen. It's interesting. I think this card came up for, I don't know if it was Cancer, and I kept getting the Empress. Everything added up to a 3 here, and the number 3 is the Empress. And look at all this growth here, the trees. But there's something about, see, even back here, like I'm thinking of something southern, or even like something official. Like I'm looking at this as, I don't know, like the White House, or I'm seeing like these pillars where there's lots of pillars, or pillar of a community. Could be that you're meeting somebody of great importance, especially with the King of Swords here. So, very interesting. A very powerful reading with soulmate and true love. And like I said, there may be, that you thought that somebody from the past, or somebody that you ended a relationship was your soulmate or true love, but you find out in February or towards the end of February, wow, I've just met somebody new that really, this feels different this time. So anyway, I wish you a beautiful February. Much love. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.